Uh, where the hell? Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Are you gonna turn around and?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna turn around and face him. He
Yep.
kind of when you do that, he grabs your hand and he says, "You can call me Robin, and I know you, Vincent Burns."
Oh shit. Ool?
Yeah. What are you doing here,
He
guy?
when he sees Ool, it seems he wasn't aware of Ool's presence. He kind of jumps back and he says, "Who are you?"
I'm gonna do a little prestidigitation and make a little fire in my hand, and I'm gonna say, my name's Jim.
Um,
Jim.
when
It's a late name where I come from.
when you try and conjure the flame in your hand, it kind of appears briefly and it kind of sputters a little bit, and then it almost roars out of your control and it disappears.
Huh. Did it go towards the circle of mushrooms at all, or?
No, it just kind of flickered.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I say my name's Jim. I'm just wondering what the hell this circle of mushrooms is. Who are you?
He just frowns at you and says, "You can call me Robin." And then he leans into so only Vincent can hear, and he says, "How much do you trust your friend?"
With my life.
He responds, "I wonder how many people have made that mistake before." And then he kind of leans back out and he smiles at Ool.
Then I'm gonna say, yeah, I know your name's Robin. Who are you? What are you doing out here?
He sticks his hand out like he wants to shake your hand.
Yeah, I do not shake his hand, and I say, really, who are you? What are you doing here?
He just ignores you and he goes back to Vincent.
Great.
He says, "I'm very intrigued to meet you, Vincent Burns. It hasn't been very long, but you've already gained a little bit of a reputation in the Summer Queen's court."
Who's the Summer Queen?
He says, "You don't know the Summer Queen? Oh, I suppose not. She hasn't been in the material realm in quite a long time, probably since before your race was even around."
Oh. I guess that stands to reason that I would not know who she is. So how do you know of me?
He says, "You signed the rock."
Oh, yeah, I did.
And if the stories are to be believed, you even tricked a spirit of the river into giving up a forest's favor.
I don't know if that's what I would call it, but
He says, "No, don't downplay yourself. You're probably the first mortal man to do that in 1,000 years."
And then I'm gonna hold up that forest spirit coin that I still have.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah.
I'm just gonna point.
He's gonna, as you do it, as you kind of take it out, it starts to faintly glow, and in one fluid motion, he kind of pivots on one foot and he leaps, facing you. And he said, "Ah,
right.
that would explain that." Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and put that back away and ask him, what does that explain?
He says, "I don't know if you've noticed, but your friends over there seem to be a little stuck.
Oh yeah.
This is
Yeah, Vincent slapped that one, and yeah, he didn't move. So
Right.
yeah,
He says,
we
"Well,
got that.
I hope you didn't need any favors from him, because he will eventually feel that. That time isn't so
Wow.
much stopped as you're moving very, very fast.
It was well deserved.
I'll take your word for it. The tricky Mr. Burns." Slapper of men.
Tricky Mister.
No doubt he deserved it.
Carver of names.
So, do you know anything else about why his time stopped, or
Says,
why
well,
am I
it was the
calling
only way I could think of to get Mr. Burns' attention. I have a thing that needs doing, and I figure I could use a crafty man such as him, if the stories are to be believed. You are as crafty as they say.
Oh,
I've
he's
been
pretty
known
damn
to
crafty.
dabble. All right. Well, what do you need doing? Depends on what you need, I suppose.
He says, well, that's a little complicated, you see. I suppose proper introductions are in order. My name is Robin Goodfellow, and I guess, an easy thing to call me would be a god of your forest, but
Jesus.
not so much a god. That's a little arrogant. More watcher. I watch over this forest on behalf of the Summer Queen.
Does this guy look? Does he appear to be a human, or?
No, he is an elf, and not just a normal elf. He's what every elf, I guess you could say, desires to be. His elf features are much more elfy than Karis.
So he's got very pointy ears,
Yep, very pointy ears.
very
And,
long flowing hair.
yep, and he's very tall and slender. And
Hard to tell if he's a man or a woman.
if he hadn't,
Super heterogeneous.
well, don't assume his pronouns, but yes.
Gotcha. We'll call him Pat.
Okay.
Or Robin works too, I guess.
Yeah, Robin works too.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you need help with something?
He says,
With the Summer Queen?
he says, yes. You know that coin you stole?
I do.
Well, it's not just a coin, as I'm sure you've noticed. It's more.
Well, it's dust now.
He says, what happened?
Oh, nothing.
He says, no, really, I'm quite interested. What happened to your forest favor?
I think
What? You cut out there.
I think I cashed it in.
He says, interesting. What did you cash it in for?
For some help burying some bandits. The help came in the form of a very angry creature.
He laughs and he says, no doubt a joke of the Winter Queen. She's a lot more prone to humor than the Summer Queen.
How many queens are there?
Just two.
Okay.
One for summer, one for winter. And then he kind of walks over to you and he leans in and he says, and I've bed them both. Of course, if either of them knew that, I probably wouldn't be standing here.
Congratulations. And I'm gonna kind of wipe my hands off on my pants. So anyway, you were saying you needed my many talents.
Yeah, your expertise at stealing favors from the forest. He says, someone of my kind disagrees with my queen's easing of relations with the mortal races. We haven't made trips to your world in a very long time, but my queen has announced a new era of outreach. She wishes to get to know the races that we've cut off contact with.
Okay. So you need me to steal something.
I need you to steal a lot of things.
Oh, Ooh, are you up to this?
Hell yeah, I love stealing stuff.
Awesome.
Not necessarily helping this weird Robin dude, but I'm down to steal some stuff.
I'll tell you what, I'll cut you in on whatever this guy's offering. Yeah.
There's
What
some
are you
worthless
offering?
discs of metal. I will definitely take those.
He says, "Oh, I think you misunderstand, Vincent Burns. You carved your name in the rock, but you didn't make the offering. It is you who owes us." He says that's the tradition.
Shouldn't have done that.
So, what does it get me?
What does what get you?
What would signing? What did the other people get? They just got the great honor of having their name on a rock. Like, what does signing your name on that rock mean?
He said. He says. Well, that's the tradition. I kind of get the feeling that maybe your people have forgotten the contract, the deal.
Yeah, you could say that.
You sign your name on the rock. You toss a coin in the river, and our people provide you with good fortune in the forest.
Okay. Well, while I don't agree with your terrible tradition,
Since it's not my tradition.
it kind of looks like, if I want to progress at all with time, sort of bound to your contract I unknowingly signed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He says, "Excellent, excellent."
Of course.
He says,
I hold up the mushroom and I go, what kind of mushrooms are these?
He says, "Oh, I'm not a botanist. I don't know the species, but they only grow in our land. This circle is my connection home."
And then I say, it's actually a mycologist, Robin. Yeah, I kind of glare at him.
He says, "Oh, excuse me, lady. Excuse me. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
He says, "A link between my world and yours is created when a ring of mushrooms grows in an identical circle in the exact same spot in your world and mine. The more it's cared for and grows, the stronger the connection between the two."
Was there anyone on the other side of this, on your side?
He says, "Oh, I didn't come from this circle. No, that's where you'll be going. I don't know what's over there. But whatever it is, it would not be happy to see me."
What do you mean? Why are you here? That's a good question.
Says, "To get help from you, Vincent Burns."
I understand, but you said that something on the other side where you're from wouldn't be happy to see you. So that leads me to believe that you're not exactly you either are or aren't wanted.
He says, "Oh, no, you misunderstand me. The whoever or whatever has been stealing these coins is on the other side of this circle."
Okay. So somebody's been stealing favors?
Yes. When a coin is thrown, in your example, in the river, but there's many such shrines in the forest, it creates I guess you could call it a coin in our world, and it shrivels the whatever coin was made as an offering down into a corroded disc.
I got some of those.